What's happening, guys? Kevin here from SportsBoxBreaks.com, coming at you live on a Monday, September 25th, 2023. Breaking our first case of the brand new release, 2023 Topps Allen and Ginter Baseball. This is Choose Team Case Break number 1. Who has who in the break? Diamondbacks going to Jeremy M. The Braves going to Chris M. We got the Orioles going to Ryan B. We got the Red Sox for Joe W. Cubbies for Torian T. We got the White Sox going to Ryan B. We got the Reds for Jeremy M. The Guardians also going to Jeremy M. Colorado Rockies going to Dustin L. We got the Tigers going to James B. Astros for Dustin L. The Royals Robert T. The Angels Andrew H. The Dodgers Dustin L. The Marlins Tyler B. The Brewers Greg Z. The Twins going to Dustin L. The Mets going to Greg Z. The Yankees for David S. The Oakland A's going to John G. Philadelphia Phils for Chris N. The Pirates for Dustin L. We got 2 in a row here for Jerry. We got the Padres and the Giants for Jerry M. The Mariners going to Dustin L. The Cardinals for Rain C. Tampa Bay Rays final team karma right there going to Travis S. We got the Rangers for Joe W. Toronto Blue Jays Tyler B. The Washington Nationals going to Dustin L. And guys, in all Allen and Ginter products for nearly 10 years that we've been doing this stuff now, we always sell a 31st spot in the break, and that encompasses all of the non-baseball content. So any of the funky stuff that is not MLB related, and there could be controversy on that, because last year, remember, we had that one minor league Yankees farm team manager, that woman that was in it, and she actually wasn't part of the Yankees, but we'll cross that bridge if we come to something like that. But again, all the non-baseball goes to Angelo M. Angelo picked up that spot. So all non-baseball content goes to Angelo. All right, guys. All cards will be shipping to you, same as every single one of our breaks. There is a lot going on in this stuff, as we know. Oh, the problem is, Trav, she's getting the door. It's now that it's like too late to actually get it back over to UPS. But I've got a savior. The one post office is actually going on a postal service, and the UPS store does, as a courtesy, they will take US Postal. But the last drop off to get it out the door same day is like 4:30 over there. The one post office, which is the main Las Vegas post office hub, which is over by the airport, still, you could drop it off as late as 9 p.m. over there, which is crazy. So I'll probably be taking a skip down there after the break session's over. All right, here we go, guys. 12 boxes of goodness. They look like saltwater taffy, as always. Delicious. She's creeping again, Travis. She's creeping again. All right, here we go. Allen and Ginter. And also, just throwing this out as a little caveat, guys, if we pull rip cards, which I believe there's guaranteed rip cards in these cases now, we do not rip the rip card. The rip card goes to the front face value of the card. So if it says Yankees or Phillies or whatever on it, that's where the card goes. If there happens to be a San Diego card or something inside of that rip card, that is not for us to figure out. So just FYI. Box topper is the full size in this one, the oversized box topper. I remember, Travis, the first year that Jason and I started doing this stuff, we did Allen and Ginter, and he was breaking it, and I was, in fact, like grabbing big chunks of the cards and started sorting it like in real time as the break was going off. So funny you say that, because we did exactly that one time. All right, mini cards are going to start flying out of here, because that's what they like to do, right? Yes, I forgot to tell you that, Travis. She's deep into the interview process with the company, and part of her territory might be Washington State. So I thought for sure this one was going to break on Friday. We got it down to 5 spots, and then it just sat there. Stagnant. That's the name of the game. So what's our hit breakdown per box in this stuff, guys? I didn't give myself a refresher. Okay, let's take a look at the box. 3 of these: autograph cards, relic cards, rip cards, printing plates, book cards. I'm going to look back at our description that we have, the description right up on our website, because we pull that. Let's see, I'm just curious. 3 hits. 3 hits per box, right? Okay. So 3 hits per box. All right, let's do this thing, guys. Here we go. Let's start on this stack right here. That's closest. 4 hits, Tommy? 4 hits, Tommy's saying. All right. Let's get the camera focus working for us here, guys. All right. Allen and Ginter, 2023 kicks off. Yu Darvish. So here's, obviously this is going to be part of the non-baseball spot, president of business operations. Even though she's associated with the Marlins, it's not a player per se. What do we got? Historic areas of Istanbul, the world of wonder. So Jose Altuve. Ari Chambers. Mini of Matt Chapman. Snorkeling, fun in the sun. No, absolutely not. What do we got? A little Larry Walker action, Nolan Ryan. So what are these? These have the little calendar date on them. Spotless spans, right? That's the spotless spans, and it gives a specific date. All right, first hit coming up here. How about Dwight Gooden? Dwight Gooden going off to the Mets, and that is owned by Greg Z. There you go, Greg. Nice little bat relic piece there. Pretty cool card design with these relics. Game used, of course. Greg Z gets it, and a mini came flying out of there. Kyle Schultz, professional wiffle ball player. All right. What do we got? We got the Great Horned Owl. The minis can be numbered on back. Oh, wonderful. Adding to another layer of complexity to the whole thing. All right, black border right here for the Mets of Alvarez. Francisco Alvarez, black border. Let's take a quick look here and see if we missed anything with numbering on back. Nope, not that I could see there. Josh Bell mini. Oh, Flan. Beautiful. Acuna Jr. And if you guys see me pass anything off that's considered a value card or just something you want to see in greater detail, chime on into the chat, let me know. Before I get too far past it, I will certainly do that for you. Try to pick the pace up a little bit here. All right, that is, whoa, check that out, guys. Can you see the roller lines? The roller lines down this Shane Bieber card? I swear, it's almost like it's intentional, but it's not. Commemorating the picture cards. Interesting. I mean, unless I'm missing something and that is in fact intentional, I don't know. Handwritten numbering on the back. All right, good, good, good. Ricky being Ricky. What do we got? The Vulture. Another black border mini sliding on out of here. Kenny Lofton with the black border. Another black border. St. Louis, Zach Thompson. And here's our second hit, guys. Hyunjin Ryu. Hyunjin Ryu with a relic for the Blue Jays. Toronto Blue Jays going off to Tyler. Tyler getting it. So 2 relics so far. What do we got? Pina Colada. Okay, one side down. Second side. So we're what? 1/24 of the way there, guys. I don't know if she's still watching, but how about this guy being in the card product? Kathy watches all the reality shows, and that guy. So a lot of these minis have the lines down them. Check it out, like roller lines indented directly into it. Actually, I was going to say it doesn't appear to just be the minis, but no, I was just looking at a graphic on the card. All right, what do we got? In-game reporter. Throw that card away. Yes. Yeah, let's chip down some numbers off the break too, fellas. Again, if it doesn't go tonight, it'll be back on the lineup for, I don't know, maybe Wednesday or Thursday would make sense to do another break here from Vegas. And here's our third hit, guys. Third hit. Zach Allen. Arizona D-backs going off to Jeremy M. There you go. So 3 relics so far. Gavin Lux mini. We got something there, guys. What is that crazy bordering going on there? We'll see it once we get to the bottom of the stack, but what am I looking at there? Check out this Babe Ruth photo. Another mini and more roller lines going down it. Black border, Andre Knott. All right, here comes that border card, whatever it is. What do we got? Max Fried. What am I looking at with this like silvery border happening here, guys? I should probably know, but I'll let you guys tell me. I'll put that off to the hit stack. So the Braves in this one belongs to Chris M. Parasailing. Cal Ripken. Kim Chi. Wrestler and Paralympic athlete, Zion Clark. All right, a little bit left here. Jake McCarthy. That looks like, I don't know, is that... Like, these are all, like, white borders. That looks like some type of color. Bobby Witt. In action. How rare are the inactions, guys? I saw a little bit of a write-up about the inaction stuff. Acuna Jr. in action. Perez, Hoskins, and the last one is foil filigree. Foil filigree. Rare or not too rare, guys? The foil filigree stuff. The violin, music to your ears, and we had a mini of Greg Maddux. Okay, we're done with box number 1. Let's shuffle these cards over. Okay, box number 2. Here we go. We'll look at all the box toppers in one shot at the end of it all, guys. We'll open up 12 of them together, and 2 per case on the actions. Let me switch him like that. There we go, and there we go. All right, empty box. Least rare of the rare stuff. The actions or the filigrees you're speaking of? The actions are pretty rare, the inaction. All right. Yep, I have it sitting in my to be encased up stack. Come on. All right, there's one stack. So what'd you guys have going on over the weekend? Anything good? Trav, has stuff finally calmed down at the job? I imagine if you're here hanging out, it must have to, at least some degree. One hot box of silvers per case. All right, good to know. Thank you, thank you. Oh. Mother Nature's taking over the watering duties. Guys, 16 of that finest. That's a pretty quick break. I mean, we could certainly get through another break of that one. That'll be the last one that we have in the cases of finest. Is this the kid from, the kid Jimmy from Yellowstone, right? If you guys watch Yellowstone. Basketball Insider. We got the Peking Duck. Mini of Walker Buehler, not numbered on the back. Yeah, 2 months ago, absolutely. Sounded miserable, buddy. The Mud Guy. Okay. All right, chugging along, looking for our hits. All right, what do we got here? Only in Los Angeles, and I don't know, is that anything different? I mean, that's a significantly different colored border going on there. Okay, I'm going to put that off to the side for a minute. Another mini sitting here waiting to go. Mookie. Fun in the Sun, surfing, Josh Young, Wisniewski, O'Connor, Perez, Martinez, Black Border, Robin, Milwaukee. Not rare on that Los Angeles mini, Spencer Strider mini. All right, looking for our hits. Jackie Robinson. Ohtani. Another mini. Volpe. Fun in the Sun. Tanning. Mini sitting on the top here of Jackie Robinson. And here comes our hit. It is going to be the non-baseball. Who is the artist and entrepreneur? DJ Ski. DJ Ski. So again, all the non-baseball belongs to Angelo. And what do we got here? The ukulele. And here's another one of those minis that have the different color border. I guess these city ones, like only in Los Angeles, only in Baltimore, what have you, all have that coloring. So I did put it in my sleeve up stack before, but I don't think it's necessary to be in there. All right, here comes the other side. Vladimir Guerrero. Well, there he is. The man that will remain nameless. The man who will remain nameless. Old Time Hockey. Content creator and writer. Okay. Throw it against the wall. All right, she's showing up a bunch. She was just a little while ago. Spike ball. Still looking for 2 more hits here, right? I think we only pulled 1 so far out of this one. Cheesecake. Couple minis flew out of here. What do we got? Schwarber mini and black border mini of O'Neal Cruz. Nice. What do we got? Ichiro mini. Willie Mays. All right, here comes something, guys. It is, how about it? Rip card. Albert Pujols, right? Albert Pujols. St. Louis Cardinals rip card. This is owned by Rain. There you go, Rain. Very nice. Numbering on the rip card, 30 of 99. If you get it and you rip it, let us know what's on the inside. Always curious on these. Very nice. Rip card in box number 2. Nice, nice. The man asked you to throw a card of his. I suggest you. I'll do something. Once we get through the break, I'll see what it's looking like. And here's our third hit. Dwight Gooden. Dwight Gooden. How about them Mets once again? Mets going off to Greg Z. Greg. Dwight Gooden with another bat relic coming your way. We got the black border mini of Derek Jeter. Pretty cool. Just taking upon ourselves to rip it open. We had guys in the early days of this operation, like customers, that really swore by, we should rip it because maybe their team is on the inside. Well, that's not for us to know. That is not for us to do. Hoodie Allen. Here comes another one of the silver filigree border ones. That is going to be comedian Kyle Gordon. Comedian Kyle Gordon. And last one, what do we got? The Secretary Bird. Okay. All right, 2 boxes down, guys. 10 to go. 10 to go. Yep, Tommy's pushing for more Allen and Ginter. Guys, I am down. I am absolutely down. I've got 3 cases of it here. Jason has multiple cases of it over in PA. We have 6 cases in total. Don't forget about the Bowman Chrome. Bowman Chrome, brand new release. Sitting there with high numbers on it still, which isn't the way anybody wants to see that. Here's our box topper. Tommy, you guys must be coming out pretty soon, right? Or you guys are coming out for the U2 stuff. The U2, I see more and more stuff being promoted with the Sphere now that it's getting closer. Did you tell me October? I can't remember when that U2 show even goes off. Or starts up. It's probably running for a while, I imagine. It's not... October 18th. And Trev, when is Lance coming back out? That's next month as well, right? Starts on Friday. That's a good time to start a Vegas trip. All right, there's one half. The 8th. Cool, cool. All right, I see something right there. We're not going to cheat and look at it early, but it is going to be near the bottom of this here stack. I was trying to sync up, and I don't know, maybe he will actually, my buddy Sam, who is a good friend of mine through poker and stuff back in the day. He's been out here a couple times when I first moved here. He's talking about coming back out early part of next year. That's what I was trying to sync up your trip dates in March with him. Be pretty fun. Look at this pack. This pack's like mutated. The big 5-0. Oh, that'll be a good time. Who's he coming out with on that trip, Trev? Has he got a new lady? Okay, let's, I don't know, let's just start on this stack. Let's start on this one. Black border, flying on out of there, Kyle Schwarber. Philadelphia Phils. He's coming solo, huh? Oh. I've only ever done Vegas solo when I actually had like a convention, and then I kind of like turned the tail end of the convention time into like a Kevin solo trip. Never taken a full solo trip. What do we got? Old school White Sox, Aparicio. Very nice. So another one of the silver filigree. White Sox, and this one going off to Ryan. If the Royale is still even standing. Well, actually, it'll still be standing in a few weeks, but it might not still be standing by next year. And here's our first hit. How about that Mets, guys? Mets in fuego here. Really on fire. That's going to Greg again. Another bat relic. This one, David Wright. This mini came sliding out of here as I was holding the Mets card up. Ramirez for the Guardians. Guys, almost every single one of these minis has like severe roller lines right down it. Like the same 2 roller lines, right? Brandon Nimmo. We got to find a hit. I think that's going to be a hit for minis, maybe. But like, look at them. They all have it. Jet skiing, fun in the sun. Julio. Alejandro. I put a new payment extension up on the website a couple weeks back, which just updates the way that PayPal kind of takes in payments. And being that PayPal owns Venmo, it has Venmo connection built right into it. So technically, yeah, we do take Venmo. I don't know that anybody's actually paid us with Venmo yet, but because the payment kind of comes in on our side, it looks just like a PayPal payment. So if they did pay with Venmo, I really don't even know. Blake Snell. All right, here comes that hit. I think that's going to be like a framed mini hit, maybe. Yeah, it pops up, like if you're doing it through a computer browser, it pops up a QR code that you can scan right with your phone, or if you're doing it through a phone, it automatically launches the Venmo app to complete the payment, which is kind of neat. I went through the flow of it just to see how it looked. So if you do give it a shot, let me know. Black border of, what do we got? Bomani Jones, journalist. All right, here comes the hit, fellas, and it is our first bit of ink. It is a mini, and it is an auto. Bun B, which I don't know who the heck Bun B is. He's a rapper? Okay, news to me. So again, the non-baseball content belongs to Angelo. There you go, Angelo. Bun B rapper. Star autograph card, buddy. And I'm looking to see if we could see any roller lines on that mini, even though it's encased inside this card, and it does not appear there's roller lines. So at least they were, you know, cautious enough not to let the hits get roller lines on them too. Yastrzemski and, what do we got? Parasailing, Fun in the Sun. All right, second side here, fellas. So we have one auto under our belts here so far. Rest of it's been all relic cards. What do we got? We got the unassisted triple play. Rarest of the Diamond. Bun B is from Houston, is he? What's up, T? I didn't even know you were hanging out, buddy. What's going on? Bo Jackson. Mini. Paddleboarding. Big Pimpin'. There's the roller lines again. Yu Darvish getting the treatment. Followed by, what do we got? Hayden Wisniewski for the Cubbies with the black border. All right, here's our next hit. It is another relic. It is another non-baseball. Professional pickleball player, Ann Lee Waters. I wasn't even aware that there were such things as professional pickleball players, but I suppose that makes sense. Pickleball seems to gain a lot of notoriety in recent years, right? Got a Rizzo Mini. The Silver Slugger, Benny Wasserman, kind of looks like Albert Einstein a little bit there without the crazy hair. A mini of Alan Kay, Bahamas. The fastest growing sport? That's crazy, right? I'm way too fat and old to hustle playing pickleball. All right, here's another silver border with the filigree. What do we got? Alcantara for the Marlins. Mini of George Kirby. Mini of creme brulee. We have some creme brulee cups in the fridge as we speak. These minis just flying out of here, guys. Bob Gibson is that mini. We should still be due another hit, right? Both hits in this one have both been for the non-baseball, so shall we see an actual baseball hit before this box is completed? Unless we did pull three. No, we did, right? Because we had the auto. Did we pull three? I don't know. I'm losing track. Last card in the whole shebang, music to your ears. So unless we did, I don't know. You guys tell me. It could be in the toppers as well. All right. Next one. Me, a snobby breaker? No way. All right, next box. Topper right there. Yeah, it could be in the topper. Definitely could be. That's empty. Or they could just be doing what they normally do and just short us some content because they love doing that. I don't recall a third either, so hopefully we get a bonus. Or there's one in the topper packs to accommodate and account for that missing one, if there is a missing one. So we were in the mood for like good burgers yesterday, and we're kicking around like, oh, where do we go and get a good burger? Let's, I haven't done Five Guys in years. Let's go to Five Guys. So we go to Five Guys. Let me tell you, man, that shit holds up. That burger was phenomenal. I'm sitting here thinking about it right now because I'm hungry. We were going to go to Shake Shack. I have never had Shake Shack in my life. There's multiple Shake Shacks around, of course, and I've never even stepped foot in one. You guys that are burger aficionados, Shake Shack or Five Guys? Yeah, the fries are fantastic. Kathy went with, T, you don't like Five Guys? I think that's borderline illegal. We went with the Cajun style fries on it, which they were pretty good. What are you guys in Texas? Is Whataburger? Whataburger's a big deal, maybe in Texas? Steak and Shake, Joe? Yeah, multiple Steak and Shakes out here as well. Another place I've never once had their burgers. Killer Burger. Is that a place? Is that a place that Vegas doesn't have? Tell us how you really feel, T. It was good to me, man. It was good to me. All right, here we go. Next box. So what do we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So this is going to be 1/3 of the way there. New ownership, and they're all gross Whataburger. Oh, that's too bad. What do we got? We got the apple pie. Wade Boggs. Content creator and podcaster. All right. Do you like it more than MJ? And that son of a bitch, MJ. All right, a couple minis sitting right here on the top. We got what do we got? Trey Turner and Bryce Harper. Neither one are numbered. Let's keep rolling here. There he is again. Right to the wall you go, sir. All right, here's our first hit. What do we got? Todd Helton going off to the Rockies. Who's got them Rockies? Rockies is Mr. Dustin. There you go. Little pinstripe action. Purple pinstripe for the Rockies. Black border of Joey Votto. T, have you arranged a trip back to Vegas in March to coincide with Travis's trip? Hint, hint. I mean, not even so much a hint. I literally asked you out loud if if you're gonna make a trip. The Pyramids of Giza. What do we got? Mini of Mo Vaughn. Bobby Witt. Mini Mark Vientos. Your birthday's on March 8th? Oh, okay. Well, that makes sense because that was the first time you rolled in, right? When your 40th birthday came along. So, I mean, hey, you know. No time like the present. Come back for another one. What do we got? All right, a little bit left here in this stack, fellas. I think we got something. Maybe. Another rip card? We do indeed have another rip card. Jazz Chisholm Jr. to 199 for Miami, I believe, right? Tyler gets that one. Very nice. Miami Marlins rip card. Jazz Chisholm. 157 of 199. So 2 full-size rip cards so far. What do we got? The Bongos. The Bongos. All right. Here comes the next stack. Raising Canes. I love Raising Canes. So Raising Canes, of course, wasn't an East Coast thing, but once I moved out here, shortly after I moved out here, I discovered Raising Canes. Absolutely love it. Love it. No, I understand, T. I'm just kind of joking, but it'd be awesome if you could. There you go, buddy. Only in Texas. Situated outside the home plate entrance to the Rangers' home park is a statue. Pretty cool. Mini of, what do we got? Anthony Richardson. We got a mini of Kenley Jansen for the Sox. T, have you continued to watch that Winning Time show, the HBO show about the Lakers? I believe it's over now. I read a thing saying they didn't renew it for another season, so this season that just tapered off, I think, is it. All right, here we go, guys. How about a little Joe Morgan mini action bat relic for the Reds? Reds going to Jeremy M. So Joe Morgan mini bat relic. Who knows, man? I mean, so many of these big companies get their shit stolen, their data stolen, that like I just have to assume that like my data and everybody's data is out there in the wild like 10 times a month, right? I just put a freeze on my social security number with all 3 credit reporting agencies. I've had that in effect for years now. So anytime I'm like going to do anything that's going to do a credit check, like get a new car loan or something, I have to go in and unfreeze it. But here's the silver border, the filigree. What do we got? Yoshida, Red Sox. Couple of minis right here. What do we got? A mini of that guy and a mini of Zach Wheeler. Mini of Corbin Burns. We got the Vulture again. That's cool. Ermsey, an artist. Black border of Mr. George Brett. Shitting his pants out on the field. What? There's Jimmy from Yellowstone and a Pina Colada, fun in the sun. All right, guys, that's box number 4. We're officially beyond the 1/3 mark. Beyond the 1/3. All right, let me get some of these minis out of the way. These minis build up. All right, next box. I have no idea why I remember that with George Brett. I was a young kid when George Brett was like active in the league, and I remember 2 things about George Brett. He had to be taken out because he had massive hemorrhoids and had to have hemorrhoid surgery. And there was another, you can find the YouTube video where he shits his pants during a live game or like a live practice or something like that. Something like that. And these are the things I remember. All right, empty box. Trav, I think you said he is, but is Lance also coming back out to Vegas again when you take that March trip? I think you said he is. Did you, I think you said you booked your flight, but did you also book hotel? All right, there's one. Guys, do me a favor. It seems we got a little bit of an uptick in our subscriber base on YouTube recently. A little bit, not much, but every little bit helps. So if you're watching the channel and you never clicked on subscribe, do me a favor and do so. Not for nothing, just to help build up the community numbers. It gets more folks involved in the breaks. He is a top-notch tipper, for sure. There's something. 60% tip. We were at Trav, we were at Mirage last week, or Saturday. A friend of mine was in town that I haven't seen in like 10 years, and we met him for lunch over on the strip at Caesars, and I had some free slot play at Mirage next door, so we walked next door. remembering our time hanging out there. All right, here we go. What do we got? Francisco Lindor. Is that anything? Because it was flipped. Definitely a different kind of photo going on there with the Lindor. I'm going to put it off to the side. Let you guys tell me if we're anything special on that one. SP? All right. So the Mets doing what the Mets have been doing here and just making it happen. Francisco for the Mets. Going to Mr. Greg Z. Congrats, buddy. The Barn Owl. We got another one flipped. It's facing me that way. It is Ricky. Anything there too? Is that another SP of some sort? I'm going to put it off to the side, let you guys tell me. Got Teddy Williams with roller lines upon roller lines. Poor guy. Pujols. The Mandalay Bay, 1,200 in free play, 800 in food. That is awesome. They want that money back, buddy. You hit that money on the last day, and they want it back. All right, I interrupt this to look at a mini auto. What do we got? Timmy Trumpet, DJ musician. So once again, Angelo scoring one for the non-baseball. So our two autos thus far have both been for the non-baseball. Very cool, very cool. Is that where you're staying as well, Trev? I can't remember if you told me that you booked a place yet, if you're staying back at the Bay. A lot of flipped cards on this go-round. Roberto Clemente this time. Anything there? Mini of Ryan Howard. They want their money back. Staying there to get the offer? Good deal, good deal. It's a good setup last time. Mike Trout flipped the other way here too. Again, I don't know if it just coincidentally all these cards are flipped or if they're anything. Toglia, Rockies. Mini of Ginter. What do we got? The Condor, some kind of Condor. Tim Raines flipped. Yes, that is an easy access point down there. I will say that. That was actually quite easy swooping in to pick you guys up when we were going places. What do we got? Kuroda. All right, black border mini right here. What do we got? Cade Cavalli, Washington Nationals. Card number 300 to 400, all SPs. All right. Where am I even finding the numbering on them? Just up top here on the left. Scott Rowland and Spike Ball. Okay. That half. Maybe the backward ones, Joe? Well, these were a couple of the backward ones right here. I put them off to the side. We had the Mike Trout. Or is it the code down bottom that we're looking for? That very tiny text in the bottom right. Or is it up top here? 359, 363. All right, here we go. Bo Jackson at the top. Ichiro does fall in that 300 range. There's a little bit of tear on the paper right above the word world, as you can see on that Ichiro. Got a Vaughn Grissom Braves black border. Both are SPs. All right. I might have actually shuffled one or so of those into the main stack on the last one because I was thinking maybe they weren't. Mini of, what do we got? Montpellier, France. Mateo. All right, here comes our next hit, and it is once again the non-baseball spot, just killing it. That is Adam, is it Lefko? Sportscaster. So another one going off to Mr. Angelo. There he is. There he is again. Kenny Lofton. Here comes our silver border. All right, Edgar. Another one in the 300 range. Seattle. All right, we are flipped. That is Anthony Rendon flipped with the minis. Another mini of Altuve. Hunter Pence, 349, so another one. Is Lance out there lurking around? And here comes our next hit, guys. It is finally some baseball. Baseball and a baseball product. Who would have thought it? Josh Bell coming up here for the Guardians. Guardians going to Jeremy M. Jeremy M getting a relic. Last couple of cards. What do we got? Saskatchewan and ukulele. All right, guys. We're officially approaching the halfway mark. Not quite there, but approaching the halfway. Next, empty. T, did you put in for your transfer request to the U.S. Postal that has slots and beer yet, or what? So that's actually a Sinclair gas station, which has an official U.S. Postal like counter inside of it. So there's a bunch of those out here, those VPOs, Village Post Offices or whatever they're called, right? So you're doing business with the U.S. Postal Service right there officially, but you're doing it inside of a gas station. Slots, beer, and U.S. Postal. There he is. Lance, what is the proper tip amount in Vegas? Anything less than 60% is the wrong answer. All right, there's 1/2. Anything less than 60%, just absolutely wrong answer. Where did I see this? I was on Reddit yesterday, and like right on the homepage of Reddit, like has popular posts, and it had something. A guy said there was a post that said TIFU, so till I effed up by using Tinder in Brazil. And I'm like, what is this? I had to read it. And the guy goes on to talk about he was visiting Brazil for like a week, and he decided, what the hell, let's go on the dating app and see who's on there from Brazil. And he met a girl, and apparently it's a real common practice in Brazil on these dating apps that these girls drug the guys and basically rob them. And apparently this one was, he actually hit it off with a really good rapport with the girl, and she didn't drug him. And then she went on to tell him that that's a common practice and he should be careful. And she was intending on drugging him. But she liked him so much that she didn't drug him. I'm like, what the fuck kind of world are we living in? But yeah, in Brazil, apparently that's like a common practice. Patrick, wisdom. Tija says, duh, like it's expected. We should know, right? You're going on Tinder in a foreign country. You're asking for trouble. All right, we got something coming up? Nope. We got Cleveland coming up. A mini came flying out of there of, what do we got? Jazz Chisholm. We pulled his rip card a little while ago. All right, looking for something crazy here, guys. Looking for something crazy. Here's the silver border. It's Ichiro. Nice. Also, the bathroom across from the Casino Royale. Yes. Francisco. We got a black border mini sliding on out of there of Casey Webb. So that's going to be the non-baseball. And well, guys. Black border mini with ink. So finally pulling an auto for baseball here. Official baseball auto. Going to John G and the A's. That's nice, buddy. And that is 19 of 25 on that. Nice hit. Shea Langoliers. Langoliers to 25. Nice hit. A chick with a stick. God. Like Thailand. All right, let's keep going. I'll send you guys. I saw that. I don't know if you guys follow. I know Tommy does. Jacob's Life in Vegas. I don't know if you follow him, but He posted a video before. I think I saw it pop up on Facebook. And it was him walking Tropicana from Las Vegas Boulevard up to the Orleans Casino. So there's a stretch of Tropicana Ave, which is very well known for its ladies of the night, just like walking around on the corners up there. And he decided he's going to film a video of him walking this at, the wee hours of the night. So I got to watch that and see what went down. That guy, he almost puts himself in intentionally difficult positions because I know he's a big concealed carry guy, and he's always strapped. But that's still asking for trouble, man. Asking for trouble. All right, here goes. Bangkok. Pena. All right, here comes our next one, guys. We're finally getting some baseball hits under our belt here. Justin Turner, Red Sox. That's going to Joe W. Justin Turner, relic. Corner's a little banged up on that one. Just a base mini right there on the Jacob deGrom. It's like the, was it like Hangover 3, maybe? Hangover 3, where they go to like Bangkok? I was just saying to Kathy recently, we got to rewatch those Hangover movies one of these days. It has been a long time since I've seen them. Here's the silver border, the filigree. What do we got? We got Jake McCarthy for the D-backs. Francisco. Black border. Greg Maddux. Yes. Cubbies. Black border. Lil Baby. Ichiro. Some castle in Spain. All right, here it is. And we're getting another one. Thankfully, we're finally getting into some baseball hits, not to take away from Angelo's hits here as well. The Reds on the board with the Hunter Green relic. Reds going to Jeremy M. Kenny Lofton. Trav, any, or Lance, any casino activity as of late? We went out last week and played a little bit. We were kind of like holding our own, and then we ended up, a bunch of ridiculous losses happened. Booked a small loss. All right, here's another in action. It's going to be Miggy. Detroit. Detroit going to James B. So 2 of those so far across the case. Alvarez. Yeah, touch base when you're coming out, Lance. We'll link up for sure. Tips are on you. Anderson, Trevor Story, Smith, Correa. We have Dale Murphy flying on out of there, and the mandolin. All right. Next box. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're officially halfway there, and we are 1 hour and 4 minutes. So give or take 2 hours for the whole shebang, right? Here's our oversized box topper. Which one? Oh, I'm seeing the message. Kathy needs more info. 6,400 jackpot. That's pretty sweet. Pretty sweet. Yeah, we did not do great. There's one side. Yeah, I tend to lock up the win when I hit a win, like a big win. I'll play off a little bit more to just, cleanse the palate, if you will, see if something else might hit, and then I usually try to walk away with most of it. But I could see how it goes the other way. Yeah, I'm a low roller. I don't gamble in the same circles. I'm like a table minimum guy. All right, here we go. Here we go. All right, we got a hit coming right up here. Bo Bichette. That is a green border, and I don't know. What's the green border? I don't see numbering on it. Toronto gets it. That goes to Tyler. Pretty cool, pretty cool. Got a mini. Not numbered on the back. Stephen Kwan. Ooh, brownies. You guys kill me. You guys kill me. Oh, Tim Raines. Mini. Tim Anderson. Mini of Clemente. Jimmy from Yellowstone. Wade Boggs. What was Wade Boggs' famous beef? Did he punch out an ump or something? He did something crazy, right? Surfing. Guys, we got another rip card coming up. We got another rip card coming up. Xander Mini. We got the silver border filigree of Francisco. Look at that. Francisco and Francisco right away. Black border of Tim Anderson for the White Sox. And here comes the rip card. It's facing me this way, and it's a nice one, guys. How about to 99? Little Pedro Martinez action. Red Sox going to Mr. Joe. There you go, Joe. Joe, if you rip it, let us know. Take a photo or something. Let us know what's inside of it. Or probably smarter not to rip it. I feel like you never come out ahead on the rip. But never say never. But nice one, Joe. Congrats, buddy. Can't remember who had me rip one last year. Somebody got a rip card and were live in the chat and said, hey, when you're done, rip it for me. I can't remember who did it. It did not pan out from what I recall. We got a Dustin Pedroia mini and a Teddy Williams. All right, second stack. Roller lines everywhere. Babe Ruth. Robert De Niro. Okay. Fun in the Sun, fishing. Another one with a dinged up corner. Again, just a base, but a couple of those minis have had the dinged up corners so far. That is hilarious. That is hilarious. What do we got? Tommy Coughlin, professional wiffle ball player, black border mini. Got a little Julio. Not even down by the schoolyard. Brandon Marsh. Houston. Nick Castellanos mini. All right, here's our next hit, guys. It is all baseball, and it's the Red Sox again. Very nice, buddy. 2 Red Sox hits back-to-back. The rip card for Joe, and now the relic of Bobby Dalbec. Joe, congrats. Heating up. Heating up. What do we got? Bradley with a mini. A Buckeyes gas station, beef jerky. You know, I've never been to one of those. I've seen a bunch of people go to them and make YouTube videos out of these Buckeyes or Buc-ee's gas stations. They're like they're like a shopping mall practically. Huge. I don't know where the closest one is to here. Maybe Utah? I'm not even sure. All right, here's another one. A Vargas with the silver border, the filigree. And last card is going to be Temple Blocks. Okay, we're beyond halfway. You guys have them in Texas? Yep. I've seen a lot of videos where people go into these Buc-ee's and they look massive. They're just huge. Expensive and overrated? That makes sense. That makes sense. All right, next box. I want them that way. We have a bunch of Maverick stations here now, which are just like Circle K. There's nothing like crazy like those big touristy. But the Maverick stations are pretty good. Of course, back in Pennsylvania, we had a bunch of Sheetz and Wawa. Although my direct area didn't have a lot of Wawa. You had to go more south toward like Allentown and Philadelphia for Wawa. People love Wawa. Good place to take a dump. And that would probably be true, Tommy. Very clean bathrooms. That is a positive. I don't know if Kathy's still hanging out in the chat, but ask her about her bathroom story. It's not what you think. I guess I'll tell it. She was, I think she was driving from like San Diego to Vegas or someplace. It was like 3 in the morning. On her way here, had to go to the bathroom real bad. She stops off at this rest area. There was nothing in sight for a while. She stops off at this rest area. It was absolutely terrible. There was like cockroaches and crazy stuff all over the floor, but she's like, I just have to go. So she finds what looks like the cleanest looking stall and like kicks it in because she didn't want to touch anything with her hands. And there was a woman sitting on the toilet inside that stall that got like petrified to the point of like almost having a heart attack, that she just had her door kicked in at 3 in the morning. Orlovsky's in Scranton. Yes, I forgot about the Orlovsky's in Scranton, Tommy. Trav, take it easy, buddy. Thanks for hanging out as always. Thanks for picking up that last team as well. Yeah, so here she is, like, staring in the face of this woman that she just scared shitless. I mean, maybe literally, too. Yeah, please. Surprise, motherfucker. kicks the door in. We had a mini right there, Bryce Harper. Oh, I love how I amuse myself. All right, here we go. Next one. How about a black border mini of Manny Machado? Wander. Got a Volpe mini. Try to get through these next few boxes a little faster now that we kind of know the lay of the land here. Edgar Allan Poe mini. All right, here comes our next hit. What do we got? We got Tommy Pham with a bat relic once again for the Mets. Mets are going to have a stack coming your way, Greg. Congrats again, buddy. Bat relic. Will Benson mini. Here comes our silver border filigree. What do we got? Ezekiel Tovar? Yes, we do. Rockies, Ezekiel Tovar. Yes. Back in I don't know, the mid-90s when like pagers were still a thing. I was working for a company where we were like technicians that would then go on site and like do tech work right on site for the company. So we were like third-party contractors. And you know where we were, Tommy? We were at the big RCA/Thompson plant in Dunmore, PA. Remember they used to have the big RCA? They used to produce TVs and all that stuff there before it all moved to Mexico. This is still the 90s. And I had this brand new pager that the company provided. And I go to the men's room to take a leak. And the damn thing like unclips off my belt and falls directly into the toilet full of piss. So I'm like, son of a... And these things were expensive at the time. I want to say these things were like, you know, you're looking at like $200 or so on one of these pagers, which was pretty pricey for the 90s. And I'm like, shit. I don't know how I even got... I guess I probably just closed my eyes and went for it. But it still worked. Shocking as it is. Brand new pager right in the toilet. Oh yeah, Mike, it was a good one, man. RCA. I have funny stories about that place too. Like this is back when like production of electronics was still happening here in the US, and like picture tube TVs were still the king, you know? And that's what they produced mostly. There was picture tube TVs. They produced some stereo equipment and stuff in that place too. But it was a union shop and like this massive factory, you know? All right, here comes a hit. What do we got? Got an Adam Wainwright for the Cardinals. St. Louis Cardinals with the green border. That's going to Rain C. Brand new phone and a cup of beer tea, and it never worked again. Did you try the rice method and all that, you know, putting it in dry rice? But these guys, I think I've talked about this in the past. Like, they were all unionized, and they really let these guys take on as much overtime as they could handle. So, like, if you're a guy working there and you want to work 100 hours a week, work 100 hours a week. So a lot of these guys, there were these catwalks that went up into the ceiling, and the like picture tube TVs went around on a conveyor line and then would go up into the ceiling and get stowed away until their next like station where they had to have something else like attached to them. These guys would take like egg crate mattress, like the foam mattress things, and like set them up in the rafters and just go up there and sleep for like 6 of their 8-hour shift. Which, this is a nice one here. How about a Carlos Pena? Detroit with the silver filigree. John Kruk. And then a black border, Cedric Mullins. But yeah, these guys, they were just, when I say sleeping on the job, I mean they were actually literally sleeping on the job, just getting paid on the hour. And we wonder why production eventually went down to Mexico. What do we got? Pittsburgh. No position to try it. The Irish Pub in Atlantic City. I love the Irish Pub in Atlantic City. It's a good place. I have a couple t-shirts that I still wear to this day with the Irish Pub Boxing, which is from the Irish Pub in Atlantic City. You know who's a big fan of the Irish Pub in Atlantic City, Mike? Kelsey Grammer, Frazier. I follow them on Facebook. All right, how about a Josh Young relic right here for Texas? Joe getting that one. Very nice, Joe. Josh Young relic. And the last one is music to your ears. All right, 4 boxes remaining, guys. 4 to go. Here's that. Let's pre-cut that one. Guys, guess what? They gave us 2 toppers on this one. So, quality control at its finest, working out in our favor a little bit on this one. All right, beautiful. I love any time they do something that works out in our favor, don't you? He's part of your personal collection? Awesome, awesome, awesome. All right, let's keep rolling. And I put them I had them orientated the right way, and then I flipped them the other way, like a fool. Oh, this is the hot box, guys. There's the silvers. There's the Suzuki. So silver hot box is upon us. A bank error in our favor. Get out of jail free. I mean, this stuff is a beast, but it's always a lot of fun to break. There's so much happening. This mini was flying on out of there. So Allentown, PA, none other than Allentown, PA. All right, there's one. Almost there, guys. Almost there. Hold on one sec. One pack remains. There it is. Mini sliding on out of there. It's Ohtani. All right, let's go right here. So there's Suzuki sitting on the top. This is the hot box. O'Connor mini. All right. All right, here's our first hit. How about Hunter Green for the Reds? Jeremy M. Jeremy M owns them. There you go, buddy. Jeremy getting the first of 3 hits. I've been looking at all the minis. I haven't seen anything with hand numbering on it yet, so we haven't missed any numbering on those. The only mini we've actually had numbering on was the mini hits that are, framed up. Francisco's got a little dinger on the corner there as it's coming out, just to point it out. That Votto, is it just me or does that Votto look like it has a whole different shine? Unless it's just the angle I have it held at, but it looks like almost gold compared to the other ones. I don't know. Could just be the way I have it held. Milkshake. All the boys to the yard. Black border of Andre Dawson Cubbies. And the red kite. All right, let me shuffle these over. Other side, there we go. I'll frame this one up for Travis. Got a little Eloy mini. Rod Carew mini. And here's our next hit. We got a little Gary Sheffield, Milwaukee Brew Crew. Nice. I'm looking at that. There. So look at that bat relic piece. It almost looks like it's like crumbled a little bit. Like they shaved it so thin that the bat relic almost like crumbled a little bit like a piece of paper on that one. All right, Milwaukee and this one going to Greg Z. Greg Z, Sheffield. Pina colada. Like, you gotta wonder how thick those bat relics are. They're probably like 2 pieces of paper thick. Squeeze, hundreds of relic cards out of one bat. Maybe thousands. Garrett Mitchell, black border. Mini of Volpe. Mini of Tejeda. Snorkeling. Suzuki. And here we go, our next hit, and it's going to be more ink. It's going to be Chris Fowler, sports broadcaster. So again, going to the non-baseball for Angelo. Angelo getting a decent amount so far on the non-baseball. Congrats. And a few cards left here. What do we got? Strasburg Mini, Movan Mini, and last one is going to be the Great Horned Owl. All right, hot box is complete. There we go. 3 boxes remain, plus the box toppers. do this. Topper. All right, empty box. A sip of my drink over here, guys. Actually, I must not have brought it in with me. I'm going this whole time with no beverage. Guys, any interest in any other breaks beyond this one tonight? We are at one break. We definitely will need some momentum on our side if we're going to see anything else go tonight. One sec here, guys. Pretty weird. I'm trying to get into something in my Gmail and it's not letting me do so. Okay, here we go. Yep, Tommy, thank you, buddy. Yeah, guys, do me a favor, hit the like button if you can. Just helps a little more engagement on the channel. With what we do here being, group breaks, we need people, so need people to fill them up. Get some new faces in the house. We've had a decent amount of new faces coming in on these breaks recently, and we appreciate that. It's like a little bit of a resurgence maybe happening in the scene a little bit. Feels good. Yep, new product always good for interest levels, right, Tom? Although Bowman this year, because the price point is so darn high, it's kind of counterproductive, if you will. So we got it. It's just not selling. It's just not selling very good. All right, here we go. Mini of Diaz, the bald eagle. Movan Mini. Black border on the Movan. Anaheim. Got Zach Thompson. We have Trey Mancini. All right, next hit coming up here. What do we got? We got Matt Manning. Matt Manning for the Tigers. And I moved my list off screen of who has who. Tigers is James B. There you go, James. Getting a little relic action of Matt Manning for the Tigers. Oh, don't be falling there, guys. Stay right where the hell you are. Vladimir Guerrero. Got a Brujan. Kevin Hart. Okay. Random weirdness, but why not? 20 strikeout game. Black border mini of Liberatore, St. Louis. Kershaw mini. Nolan Gorman mini. Meek Mill. We got roasted lamb. Not much of a fan of lamb. And another rip card, guys. How about the rip card situation here? That's 4 so far. 4 rip cards to 199 this one. Milwaukee Brew Crew again with Garrett Mitchell. Milwaukee going to Greg Z. Greg, congratulations, buddy. Pulling some decent hits across your teams. All right, let me shuffle these away. Well, even if we don't get a decent chunk of momentum on our side on the next one for tonight, guys, I will be back at least one more night this week. I mean, if we got a bunch of momentum, I would even do 2 more sessions later this week. But at least one. Wednesday or Thursday is probably the best night for it. What works for you guys? What do you think would work best? Got a little Thursday night football. With this new release stuff, when we have multiples of it, I like to keep the momentum like pounding on it. Otherwise, it stagnates a little bit. So I don't want to go dark all the way until like the weekend or something. We got a Daniel Van Kirk black border. Mike Trout with the spotless spans. After this one, if we're not close, I probably will call it a night on that one because I have to. There's one post office. We got Tom Seaver. We do. Tom Seaver, old school Mets with another bat relic. That's pretty cool. Mets doing really well here for Greg. Tom Seaver, bat relic mini. The City of Brotherly Love, Philadelphia. There's one post office in all of Vegas that's open super late. It's the one right down by the airport. It's like the main hub. They're open until 9. You could actually still drop stuff off until late. And I have a couple things that I need to get down there, so I'm probably going to call it quits after this one and shoot down there to get some stuff out the door. SBB never sleeps. There he is again, Bun B with the silver border. Another silver border. That's 2 in 1 box here. Hunter Pence. Ozzie Albies mini, Bo Bichette. What do we got? The Great Barrier Reef, the piano. Eric Stone Street, and we got a Drysdale spotless spans. Pretty cool. All right, we're down to the last 2 boxes here, guys, plus the box toppers. Here we go. Let's stand him up, and let's move these guys. Come on. Let's move them right there. Didn't the past Allen and Ginters have the T203s and all that stuff, like the small topper cards on top of it? It was like you were either going to get the oversized or the 203 style. Because so far with this one, it's been all the oversized. It did, Tommy. I thought so. I thought so. Yep, Dennis has a good point. If you guys are looking for some inexpensive basketball, the Mega Box, I don't have it here in Vegas. Jason has it, but like these are all stuff, you know, obviously the closer you can get any of these breaks, the better. Several things on the site have coupons on them as well, guys. Finest has a coupon on it. The Mosaic Fast Break Basketball, which is a new release, has a coupon on it. And also, I was telling you guys a couple times recently, and I'll say it again, you know, these actually, let me stand up and grab one. So as you guys know, we give an SBB business card with all of our packages that go out, really just as an identifier to say, like, this package is from SBB, and we got that coupon code on the back. That code, I've been super lazy with updating that code for a long time, many, many months. Well, check it again, guys. It's an updated code. So if you didn't have a chance, scan that code with your phone. It'll take you to a page on our website where there's a fresh 10% off coupon waiting for you that you could use on stuff like Allen and Ginter. You could use it on stuff like Bowman. It's one-time use, so the more teams you load up in that one transaction, you know, the better your savings are going to be. All right, what are we at here? 1 hour 42 so far. So yeah, about 2 hours. About 2 hours, guys. All right, here we go. Box number 11. Got a mini flying out of here. What is it? International Delights from Puerto Rico. The dish of Puerto Rico. One pot meal consisting of rice, sofrito, and pigeon peas. Okay. Well, that's interesting. This is a genuine Allen and Ginter relic card. Adam Ray, comedian, actor, lover. That's so ridiculous. Going to the non-baseball spot, and what are we even looking at there? Like, is that part of his writing? I'm looking at it thinking it's a laundry tag or something. I don't even know what the relic piece is inside there. Like, that could be part of his, like, joke set in writing form. I don't know. Interesting. But nonetheless, goes off to Angelo. Pretty neat. Here comes the silver filigree. What do we got? Mountcastle. Ryan Mountcastle, Orioles. Underwear tag? Could be, man. Could be, Tommy. I don't know. Something I've never seen before. It's like... There it is again. I mean, it looks like a piece of paper. Mini flying out, Will Meyer. All right, something right here, boys. We got another relic. Got another relic, Justin Turner this time for the Red Sox. Red Sox doing silently pretty good here. Going off to Mr. Joe. Turner, relic card for the Red Sox. Independence Hall. Rendon. And a little bit left here on this side. Cavalli and the violin, last one. All right, other half still to look at, plus one full box, plus the toppers. Okay, here comes the second side. Jeter Downs, mini. Black border, nice one right there. Ohtani black border, very nice. Going to the Angels and Andrew H. What do you say, guys? What's our chance on a 1/100 of pulling an auto in the toppers? What do you think? I'm going to shoot low. I'm going to say like 30. It's pretty rare. New York. Cal Ripken Jr. All right, here comes. There we go. There we go. Little Nolan Jones Rockies. Colorado Rockies going to Mr. Dustin. There you go, buddy. 45-1 Mike's calling out for on an auto in the toppers. So a little rookie auto action for the Rockies. Dustin gets it. Nolan Jones. J.J. Bleday. A little bit left here in this one. There's a black border mini flying on out. That is Strasburg. Texas on the mini. Konerko. All right, that's going to do it for that box. The Great Horned Owl is the last card. One more box remaining, fellas. Could be, Joe. Could be. That is where that box without a hit. We were missing that one hit. Although we did get an extra topper as well, so we have maybe another wrinkle in the equation there. One extra topper came our way. All right, there's the last one. So we're going to have 13 toppers. That's empty. Here we go. Son of a bee. No matter how many times I try, fellas, I forget the orientation every time. Okay, last pack right here of the regular size packs. We still got the box topper packs to look through too. Okay, here we go. Detroit, Rock City, Lil Baby, mini of Ichiro, Wander. All right, first something here. What do we got? Bobby Dalbec again? We do. Boston Red Sox get another Dalbec. Going to Joe. You're going to be able to weave together a jersey soon. Dalbec Relic. We got an Andre Dawson Cubbies Black Border Mini. Got another famous dish, Cuba. There's our silver border filigree of Jake McCarthy for the D-backs. Blake Snell. Got an Alvarez, the Vulture, Kevin Hart, black border of Alcantara, Sandy Alcantara, Miami. Sammy Sosa and the violin. All right, one stack remains of the regular cards here before we get into the oversized toppers. Do not fall over. That'd be great. Black border mini of Nico for the Cubbies. Mini of something. What do we got? The Taj Mahal. All right, here comes our next hit. It is going to be DJ Ski. DJ Ski with a relic. A little piece of purple sweatshirt or something going on there. Non-baseball spot going to Angelo. We're still due one more hit here, guys. Plus whatever comes out of those bad boys. Nick Prado, Kansas City Mini. Goldschmidt. Gummy Bears. The Bongos. All right, here it comes. What do we got? We have Crystal Reed, actress. So once again, the non-baseball cleaning up here near the very end. DJ Ski a minute ago. Now Crystal Reed as she signs Creed for the non-baseball. Once again, Angelo picking it up. Let's see what else we got in here. So the majority of the autos that have shown up have been all for the non-baseball tonight. In this case, a couple regulars, but mostly the non-baseball. Mini of Sarah Natcheni? Natacheni? Mini of Zach Wheeler, and then the last one is going to be a spotless spans of Mr. Francisco Rodriguez. So that'll do it for the regular cards. Let's see what the toppers look like. Skee ball. Let's see what the toppers look like here, fellas. We are going to have a bonus topper in here. Remember, that one box had 2. That's Ohtani to start us off. Always a good thing. Very nice. Ohtani starts us off. Angels belong to Andrew. Well, it's Wander. Travis gets it. Acuna Jr. Acuna Jr. Braves going to Chris M. Ohtani again. We're getting some dupe players coming in. Let's see some ink. No ink. I'm holding out for hope that we're going to see ink. Bobby Witt would be a nice ink, wouldn't it? Bobby Witt would be a nice auto. Not an auto, but Bobby Witt nonetheless. Kansas City, and this one going to Robert T. Aaron Judge. Aaron Judge, there it is. Aaron Judge, Yankees. Yankees going to David S. Bryce Harper. Bryce Harper, Philadelphia. Philly spot is Chris N. Acuna Jr. again. Acuna Jr. Couple opportunities still remain for an auto. Maybe. It's Harper again, so dupe player. Still no ink. Cool cards nonetheless, even without ink. Look at this. These things have like static cling on them. Juan Soto. All right. Juan Soto. There we go. Nice Padres hit right there. Padres going to Jerry. What do we got? 3 left. Bobby Witt again. Bobby Witt again. Kansas City, which is Robert. 2 remain. Look, these things have a mind of their own. They just like, look at this. Stay, stay. There's like a magnetic static cling thing happening. All right, Juan Soto. Padres again. And last but certainly not least, here it comes. Our last opportunity for ink. Jacob deGrom. Jacob deGrom. And no ink to be had. Texas Rangers going off to Joe. All right, guys. Every card will ship out to you. Give us a little bit of time to get these sorted and packed and shipped. Probably, you know, into the weekend, early part of next week. See what else goes off in addition. But, guys, thanks again for getting it filled up. 5 more cases of this product filling up on the website and shipping as soon as we get them all sorted out. Thanks again, fellas.